Hello everyone. We are going through life with a paradigm that already built and programmed inside of us since the day we were born. Research has proved that only 5% of the results in our lives come from our creative conscious mind, the thinking mind, and the other 95% come from our subconscious mind, the habitual autopilot mind. Unfortunately, the subconscious mind is the only tool which we use to create our reality, dreams and desires. That is why it is so important for you to understand how to train your subconscious mind to work in your favor to achieve your dreams. In my previous video, I have interviewed the millionaire Dinh to find out what the success really meant to him. This is the continuation of the interview from Aaron. This is part 2. Let's listen to Aaron to hear about what is the secret to his success and how he changed his own belief system to achieve success in his life. I actually very passionate about learning how, why would only 3% of the people successful and why the masses are suffering and struggle.
And the reason is that the schooling is not being taught by people who have done it already. They're not being, like, if you wanted to be a multi-millionaire, you want to have time freedom, have success, have option to be able to share, to give the world, then you need to learn from someone who's already done it.
Right.
Not from someone who's studied from a book.
Yes.
Not from someone who's getting a lesson plan from another person.
Right.
Not that. That's why it doesn't work.
That is a tough things right now because we cannot reverse the belief. Do you know?
Yes, we cannot reverse the belief, but the generation today is different because they are starting to understand now. They're starting to understand that what their parents have done hasn't worked. Right? Right? They're starting to understand, like, wait a minute.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I look at their path. Our parents, like I said, I love them to death.
Right.
But, right, they will do anything for us except let us be ourselves.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And they give us advice based on what they hear from other people.
Right.
And not from successful.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because everybody just pass on another.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard for me when I bring this kind of books out. I attract a lot of young people because, of course, they the one who want to look into what success is all about. But I have a hard time with the older people because they already have their own set of belief, and
that's true. That's true. So let me move in before you go, because when you ask me a question, you have too many parts. Okay.
Right.
So I'm trying to get little pieces. Okay. So in my business, so I track the younger generation, I track the older generation, I track the baby boomers too.
Yeah.
And it's because I have an understanding that everyone is the same. No matter if they're young or they're old, they're the same. It's just that you have to find what they are looking for. Make sense? And everyone's looking for success, right?
Right.
But just in different ways, of course, right? It's just that the older generation, they need to see more of what is it that they want in order for them to change, to let go. Because when you get older, it gets very tough for them to get more coachable. Because a lot of the biggest mistake in life is because people think that they live long enough that they have more knowledge. You do have more knowledge to be alive longer,
right.
But you don't have knowledge to be successful. That's the difference. You know what I mean? There's two different things. They don't know that, right?
Right.
Because they think, I've been alive longer.
That's right.
But are you happy? Make sense?
Right. Yes.
So that's the difference. So what I do is when I talk to people, I put all that out aside first so that they can kind of understand, okay, I'm not here to change you if you don't want to be changed. Because it all has to do with them.
Yeah.
Their responsibility, their everything. Because
you have to want.
Yeah, they have to want it. You can't want their success more than they want it for themselves.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You cannot drag somebody to the finish line.
Yeah.
So my next question is, everybody confusing with success and money. And money is a big part of being successful too. Sometimes people discount that and they think that rich people and money have something to do with evil. For you, how can you determine what money have thing to do with success?
Okay, very good question. To me, money is not success. To me, money is options. It's close to where you want to be because you have to have money, right?
Right.
You have to have money to have options, to be able to help, to be able to give and all that stuff. But that's not fully what success is, and it depends on what you're looking for. For me, when I first got started in this business, I wasn't looking to be a multimillionaire. I was looking.
I see.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for the money.
Okay, so that's not the purpose.
Yes, that wasn't the purpose. The purpose for me was because prior to this business, prior to me becoming successful, I used to work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to work at these manufacturing companies, at Lam, at Cisco, at, all these places, and I used to work like 87 hours a week, every week. Mm-hmm. And I never saw my family, I never saw my friends, I never saw anybody. So I think for me, the plus for me was very early on, I understood something more valuable than money, and that is time. Because time is the only thing we can never get back.
Right.
No matter how rich you become, you can never get back yesterday. And that's, for me, the most important thing, to be able to have success, to have the option to spend time with the people I want to spend time with. Mm-hmm. Makes sense? To be able to own my time.
Yes, but before you can achieve that, you need money.
Yes. Well, it reaches the point, though. Because here's where it is. There are I have a lot of friends that are very successful, that are not happy because they hate their job.
Right.
And they only do it because they want to be successful. They only do it because it pays a lot of money.
Yes.
And that's not success.
Right.
For me, I will do what I do. I travel the world and I talk to, over here, this is the Philippines. This is 9,500 people.
Wow.
This is an entire stadium. Makes sense? Almost 10,000 people. This is Mexico, Guadalajara. That's Vancouver, Canada. That's New Zealand over there. You know what I mean? And I travel all over the world. And to tell you the truth, I do that for free. I do it for free. Because I'm not... When you don't care about the money, then the money comes.
Money comes to you, yes.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, so I do all that for free. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You give first before you get it. Mm-hmm. And that is the point that I want to put in my book, because a lot of people chasing for money and they suffering because money doesn't come to them.
The reason that the money doesn't come is not because they're chasing for money. It's just because they think this is their challenge, okay? They think that by trading in their time for their dollar, that they will make more dollar. Mm-hmm. But you can't. You can't, because if you trade in your time for your dollar, you only have 24 hours.
Right.
Make sense? So you have to understand how to serve the people, how to serve the many. Mm-hmm. Make sense? You have to try to find a way to help a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But how do you help a lot of people? You start off helping a little bit of people, right?
Right.
But when you start getting more success, you want to be able to inspire and share your knowledge.
Yes.
So then you help a lot of people.
People.
Because a doctor is good.
Yes.
A doctor is good. But he helps one patient at a time. Make sense? And he's helping them, get better and things like that, right?
Right.
But I can save 9,500 people in an hour. Mm. These people in the Philippines, they make $2 a day. Some people make $5 a week. Make sense? But to be able to share the knowledge, to be able to change, to get them to be motivated about life.
Yeah.
Because when you make $2 a week or something, you're not motivated.
Right.
Make sense? But for them to fight for the future now that they want to have, rather than the future that they have to have,
yes,
that's a big deal. Because here's the biggest mistake. A lot of times people born in poor circumstances, and they think they have to stay there.
That's right.
Bill Gates said this. He said, if you were born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it is. Mm. You got to do something about it. You got to find that way.
All right.
And there's so many ways. It's just that people are just stuck saying that, if I was only born rich, if I was only born here.
That's right.
They blame things. They point fingers, Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this one. What I do in my training is I always tell people that when they point fingers, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. You know that one, right? Right?
Yes. Thanks everyone for listening. Stay tuned for part 3 and 4. Until then, hope that video could inspire you to think and to ponder about your dreams. If you want, you can get on my website www.sungthannguyển.com to check out my books. See you next time.